Hello.
Hello there.
What's up?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I saw you. Oh, I like your nails.
Thank you.
They look
They're
good.
they're like pearly, and I decided to go with yellow. Mm.
Because it's summertime.
It's summertime.
That's why.
I know this is like the first weekend all summer that I felt like I've been able to act like it's
Like,
summer.
and enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Jealous. I worked all weekend for the most
Oh
part.
shit. Oh, you
For the
did?
most part. Mm.
You go to another concert?
I went last night. I
Which
went and
one?
saw El Monstero. They're like a Pink Floyd tribute band.
Oh.
So, like, a weird story, but I saw them when I was like 7 years old. My mom took me to Pop's concert venue in
Uh-huh.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
which is like, you shouldn't be taking your kids there. But my
No.
mother, amid a divorce and a pondering recession, um, but we went there and I like kind of remember it. And then my mom was like, oh, they're going to actually come back, but they're going to be at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, which is like the big venue in St. Louis for those listening. Um, and so I was like, okay, well, we have to go. Like she was like, we have to go because it's like a full circle moment. And so,
I
yeah,
love that. Oh my God,
I was
was
just
it
like, oh,
fun?
this is weird. It was fun. It was kind of nice because it wasn't super packed like usual,
Yeah.
but there was still a pretty good crowd there. I
That
mean,
is
they
a
sounded
huge venue for a cover band.
for a cover band, but they're like a huge deal, I guess, especially with
Yeah.
like older people, but they sound just like Pink Floyd.
Oh,
It's
wow.
insane. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy. Wow, that's so fun.
maybe Miley can do that since she loves covering music so much. I'm just kidding. We're like,
Miley books
honestly
a
though,
stadium tour and only sings covers.
she could probably,
He
I
would.
would still go. I would still
Oh,
go.
I would in a heartbeat.
But
Speaking of
yeah,
stadium tours, you guys, the day that we're recording this is the day that we should have been in Kansas City to see Taylor Swift. Trigger warning to
trigger
the
warning.
to the fallen soldiers of the Hunger Games of the Ticketmaster games.
And then the fallen soldiers of those who couldn't afford the resale tickets.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just insane. But, I will see her one day again. So I'm not stressing.
Yeah, she's
Watch
not
after this.
stopping.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she is, but watch she's like, that's it.
Well,
I
Harry Styles just said that he's taking a break too. Like, is this just the era of music that we're in?
well, Styles is also on like a 2-year tour too.
I can't believe he's still going.
So
He's on like Rachel and I were talking about this. Like he's been touring his whole life because
yeah,
they toured so much in One Direction, and then he immediately started his own stuff after.
this is true. I bet Miley feels the same, you
Yeah,
know,
totally, absolutely.
even though it's been a while, but anyway, we don't have to come out starting this episode with negativity.
Negativity, get out of here.
Get out of here. We have actually a fun episode planned today. Leave it to us to find stuff to talk about when nothing's happening.
I feel like we're very good at it. We could, the thing is that we could talk about Miley's left toe for a whole episode.
It's true. I bet in
And
2027, we're gonna have to like go down to like
we might have to.
by that point if she's done nothing. Catch us in a few years having an episode dedicated to her toe.
Oh man.
Um, but we'll go over the agenda. So we have a few things, just housekeeping things to go over. And then we're going to um talk about Miley's secret brother. Ooh, which I think is pretty interesting. So we'll get to that. So, anything you want to talk about before we jump in?
No, go ahead with the current
Okay.
events.
So I did see this in the past 2 weeks that I guess Jennifer Lawrence was asked about the cheating rumors and stuff that the fan base made up. The fact that literally we simply just lied to get flowers to number one, and now they're having to ask Jennifer Lawrence
Then
about
they're happy. It made it all the way up. It made it all the way up to the problem. Yeah.
it did. But she was asked if she like was in part of like Liam cheating on Miley with her because that was like a thing with the gold dress.
Right, right.
That was such a stretch.
It really was.
It was literally just gold.
It was literally
So
just
it
gold.
was so that people were like, "Oh my God, there's a connection."
Is that why I wore a gold dress on my birthday too?
Oh my God, how come we didn't talk about that? Did
I
you
forgot.
realize?
No, just now. I just put that together right now.
But she said, quote, "Not true. I mean, we all know that me and Liam like kissed one time."
When Miley Cyrus's song Flowers debuted, there was a lot of talk that the music video, I know the audience is already responding.
They're like,
Okay. There was already a lot of talk that the music video was referencing a secret fling that you had with Liam Hemsworth while he was with Miley Cyrus. Can you
Not true.
please respond to this?
I would love to. Not true. Total rumor. I mean, we all know me and Liam like kissed one time. It was years after they broke up.
But it was years after they broke up. Okay. So that quote though, what do you mean? Because like,
Yeah,
you guys
what do you mean?
you guys kissed in the movie, but I think she's referring to like outside of the movie.
She has to be.
And
But
what do you
also-
mean we all know? No, we don't. We
and
didn't know
also,
that.
What do you mean years?
Yeah, because now it's like years, but like
now
which
it's
time?
years.
Which
Right.
time did they break up? Like the 2013 one?
Because what
You know-
she wasn't even around then, was she?
Yeah, when they broke up in like 2013, that's when he was really deep in the Hunger Games stuff.
Oh.
So
But still,
like,
that's not years.
I'm just so confused because it's just confusing because Liam and Miley were so on and off. So it's like,
Right.
I'm
But
gonna
also-
I'm gonna need Miss Girl to be more specific.
What's she gonna do? Come out and be like, yeah, he cheated with me. Yeah. Like, no. She's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
say that.
Not saying we're not claiming that actually happened, but you can't just believe everything everyone says.
Only when it comes to Miley Stan Twitter can you believe
Yeah.
us.
Dude, because there's a couple accounts that when I'm like researching for episodes, I cannot go to their page because they're not reliable. There's only some reliable accounts that won't tweet just like fucking whatever comes to their head. Like I saw one today that I actually believed. I felt like you. They were like, Island is gonna be the next music video. That's not true. It was just that account that did that. And if you put the emoji of the alarm, for some
Yeah.
reason, if you put the alarm emoji, it makes it more true.
Why is that is true? It does.
It makes it more like, oh, this is a trustful source. Just using that emoji.
Or put the letters TMZ in there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, you probably did get excited about that one. You're an island girly. Maybe they were talking about your music video.
Maybe I sparked their inspiration
little-
to lie about it.
Little tickety talk.
Am I stranded? every time I wear that little dress and I wear that TikTok, all I think about is just that island. Anyway,
As
I
you
love
should.
yeah. So I got really excited and I was like, I first put it in here and I was like, wait a minute. Let's make sure this is real. And it was not real. I was so mad.
Not real.
I did not find any other multiple sources that confirmed it. Multiple reliable sources.
Right.
Anyway. But this was actually happened, I guess. She did an interview. So just wanted to talk about that because that seems a little crazy that
For
they're
sure.
going after her. I did see from a reliable Miley source that her New Year's Eve party won't be returning to NBC for this
Yeah.
upcoming.
I think that's true.
I think that's true too. So like, I guess my question for you would be, do you think she would do it just like on a different network because of how popular it's gotten? Or like, what do you think? Or just no?
I don't think that she would do it anywhere else because I think the only reason she did do it was because of her deal with NBC.
Yeah. No, that's
think-
true.
And so I don't think she'd do it again, which I kind of want to say that I'm shocked that they would pick football over it, but I also know that football is probably going to get more viewership than Miley would, and I just know that that's a fact.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just really surprised because I feel like she really liked doing it.
I think she did.
Like she put a lot of promo and excitement behind that than like Endless Summer,
Totally. No,
you
literally.
know?
That's
Like Jimmy
true.
Fallon and everything. I don't know.
That's true. But I mean, Jimmy Fallon's also like an NBC guy.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
and I feel like because it wasn't her, like it wasn't her thing. I don't think because she probably had a choice. Like I don't want to do all this shit for endless summer vacation, but NBC's probably like, hey, we're spending all this money for you to do this. Like you will be promoting it.
True. That's a good point. Yeah, we'll
So
see what
sad though,
happens
because
then.
last
I
year's
know, I
was like,
loved it.
I mean, both of them were good,
So
but
good.
last year's was especially fun. Yeah.
So good. I did see some more Cyrus family quote drama. I don't know if that's the right
Yeah.
word, but we all know that since the divorce, there's been like two sides of the Cyrus family. It's been like Tish, Miley, and Brandy, I feel like, versus the rest. And
Yeah.
somebody actually DM'd us this tea. That's like the first time I heard about it. But Noah and Brandy just recently unfollowed each other because they were following each other, but they just recently unfollowed each other. And off of this though, I was listening to Brandy's podcast with Wells Adams, and Wells, this was like last week. Wells was like, "Oh, I see little Nikki," which what that's what they call Noah Cyrus is little Nikki.
I've
They
never
just
heard that.
Brandy says it a lot on the podcast.
Okay.
But he was like, "I see little Nikki is engaged." And Brandy was like, "Oh, yeah, like," and he was like, "Oh my gosh, like they grew up so quick." And she's like, "I know, right?" Like, but like, I don't know. It's just like, what do you think?
Interesting.
Do you think they get along? Do you think that sometimes Instagram glitches and unfollows?
We've talked about that, and like maybe I don't know. I personally, I've never been like, I swear I was following this person, and then it turns
Yeah.
out I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's like it glitches when you're just like looking at other people's followers. I don't know.
I don't know
And
either, but
even if she knows that she's engaged, like I don't think it obviously she knows whether or not like they're on speaking terms, like it's within the family, but if they weren't on good terms, she wouldn't be like, fuck her. I don't care that she's divorced, on her podcast, That's crazy though. Have they ever been close?
yeah, I feel like so.
I don't know. Maybe
But I just feel like it kind of goes back to the like,
the
because
size.
I just saw a photo recently of like, it was a new group photo of like Stella, I think Brayson, Noah, Fire Rose, and Billy Ray.
Oh, I
Did
saw
you
that
see
too.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I just feel like that's the side, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like Trace is like, he doesn't pick. I feel like
I agree.
he's very unproblematic in that aspect. But,
Yeah.
and then someone said apparently that Stella unfollowed Miley a while ago, which we knew this. And she took off every picture of Miley and Bear that was on her Instagram and any of them that included like the Cyrus family. I don't
Oh,
know how true that
wow.
is, but I wanted to talk about it just in case that is true. That's kind of crazy.
That's sad because I was
Very
really in
sad.
looking forward to like anti Miley content.
I know. You just wonder, you know?
I know.
Um, okay. So speaking
Now
about
it's the fun.
now it's the deep dive fun. Tish, so I listened to Sorry We're Stoned and it has Brandy and Tish. That's their podcast together.
Mhm.
10 out of 10 recommend. It's really funny. But Tish Cyrus did mention like on the podcast episode last week, um, she was trying to like tell a story and she was like, Christopher Cyrus, um, my stepson was over at my house the other day and then she went off on a whole thing. So that I was like, oh, like I knew who Christopher Cyrus was. Apparently Becky didn't
I
know.
have never heard of this man.
I've been known this since like 2009, I think is when he did that article, but we're going to dive into it. So Christopher Cody Cyrus, for people that don't know, is Miley's quote, what people call like long lost brother. or like secret brother.
Yeah.
But he was born on April 8th, 1992, 8 months prior to Miley being born. T. Fucking T. Um, so he was
8
born, yeah.
months.
Yeah. So there was some overlap
Uh-oh.
there.
Mr.
Um,
Billy.
he'd be a little,
Ooh.
I feel like Billy Ray used to be a
Ooh.
whore. He used to be a dirty whore. But yeah, to Billy Ray and his ex-girlfriend, Kristen Lucky. Um, so there was definitely an overlap there between Billy Ray
Yeah.
slaying with her and then with Tish. But I like knew some of this stuff, but for this episode, I thought it'd be good to like dive in deep on like who these people are and just some of the backstory because like you didn't even know,
No.
which is insane. But I feel like a lot of people don't, because it's like this guy, Christopher Cody, is so like he doesn't have like a big social media following. He's never been like out there in the public eye, like he's very laid back and like away from it. And so is his mom. So how they met was that Billy Ray was getting over his 1991 divorce from his first wife, Cindy Cyrus.
There's so many Cyruses.
I know. And then he apparently linked up with Cody's mother for a few months, which was people think from June to August of 1991.
Okay,
so literally so quick.
So Christopher goes by Cody.
So his full name is Christopher Cody Cyrus.
Okay.
I don't know why they always say Christopher Cody Cyrus, but they just always have.
Got it.
Okay. Like
Okay.
I hear Christopher Cody Cyrus more than Christopher Cyrus, if that makes sense.
Got it.
I don't know why. Triple C. That's what I would go by. So then I was like, okay, who's this bitch, Kristen Lucky? She's not really a bitch, by the way. I just call everyone a bitch.
It's an endearment
Cody's
term.
mom. Yeah. So apparently she met Billy Ray while she was working as a waitress in a South Carolina restaurant, and she was only 23 years old. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds so familiar. Remember that episode of Hannah Montana where they go back in time and they meet Miley's mom, who's Brooke Shields plays? She was a waitress in that restaurant. Isn't that a weird like correlation?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Even though it's not Miley's mom that he met in a restaurant, it's still weird to me.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. Would that not be triggering?
You think that's Disney being like, we know about your secrets, Billy?
For real. Like you better fucking obey us.
They would.
They would. So I just like was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. So she is quoted talking about, okay, so backing up a little bit, how I found out about this was I've been a stan forever. I remember in 2009, the Daily Mail, or it was some bullshit like that, The Mirror, news source, it's called The Mirror. They released an article that like Christopher Cyrus like went to them and like exposed this whole situation. Christopher was like 17. Okay, like the same age as Miley at the time. So that's how I found out about this, because I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? So a lot of what I'm gonna bring up here is what is in that article, if you want to go back for reference. So the mom, Kristen Lucky, which is Christopher's mom, is quoted talking about how Billy Ray stopped reaching out shortly after his birth, and that Chris always tries to reach out to have a relationship, but it's been months since they've engaged. This was in 2009. Chris is a great kid and he handles it very well. She also shared some of the details about the way she found out that Billy Ray had gone on to impregnate Tish while she was pregnant. She said, quote, he went on TV and announced that he had a beautiful baby boy and another baby on the way. And that's how I found out about Tish being pregnant with Miley. My jaw just dropped. So yeah. So by the time Cody was born, Billy Ray had moved on and was expecting Miley. Billy Ray did say in an article, in a perfect world, Cody would be living with me and we'd all just be one happy family. But as we all know, it ain't a perfect world. So it's like you don't really know what happened,
No.
but it's just kind of crazy. I feel like Billy Ray has some fucking demons or some shit.
Yeah.
feel
Well,
like
he's
he's
a
fucking-
rock star.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, it's true. He was a rock star when all this was happening. So I just put
Yeah.
myself in that state. But now I'm like Billy Ray, what the fuck? And now he's with fucking someone that's his Miley's age. Um, so he told the Mirror, he said, I work at a store for $7.50 an hour. Sometimes I'll get 5 hours a week. I'll do 20. I take what I can get. So he also said,
So basically, he's saying, I'm out here poor while my father is
yes,
Billy Ray Cyrus.
yes. Um, the
And my
also the
sister is Hannah Montana.
literally though, the article also claimed that Cody would wait weeks for his father to call and check in on him, and that he had only seen his half sister Miley 5 times in the last decade. That was in 2009. So who knows how often they do now. But
Yeah.
he blamed Billy for not responding to his texts on time and focusing on his other family. While Miley received a recording studio as her birthday gift at 16, he didn't get a call or a birthday card. I will
Oh,
preface by
wow.
saying that I will say that in all these articles, I was like researching all of this. It was very apparent that like he did pay like good child support and like paid for all the
Oh.
bills and everything like that.
Yeah.
So he was always there financially, but like, obviously he was really upset that he wasn't like emotionally there. So I feel like
Yeah.
what good does that do, you know? Um, he even said in the article, like he read out a string of text messages between them and his father. And then he said that Christopher texted Billy Ray Merry Christmas, and Billy Ray responded on January 4th, so like weeks after Christmas,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey bud, where you been? You disappeared on us." And Christopher responded back and said, "I disappeared, you disappeared. I tried to get a hold of you." So it seems like they just had a estranged relationship, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really tough. And I would be willing to bet that it's not just between the two of them. Like, I'm sure it's got to do with his, he's obviously currently married to Tish, and who knows what the relationship with the mom was like.
Yeah. So
It can't
obviously
just be.
we don't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the big things I found from just deep diving into that article. Like I said, you could look it up and there's not much out there about him.
I'm sure.
I found his Instagram, and Brandy and Tish both follow him on Instagram, but his Instagram's on private and only has like 100 followers.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sure he doesn't accept any followers unless he like knows you, you know?
Yeah.
I did try to request and follow. He's gonna be like, talk Miley to me podcast? Hell no.
Hell no. Or Christopher, come talk your truth. Oh, imagine.
He would never. He would never. That would be insane though. Hey, if he accepts my follow, I'll slide in.
Slide right in.
But
That is
I
kind of
will
crazy. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the last thing about it was that he was at Miley's family's Christmas in 2021.
Which was
and
the last time we saw them like all together, right?
yes, but Billy Ray wasn't there, but everyone else was. Like
That's
literally
right.
everyone.
That's when all this began.
Yeah, and then I think it was like Christopher, and it looked like his girlfriend or wife, because it was a woman I don't know, and they were next to each other.
Interesting.
But I thought that was insane.
That is
And the
insane.
fact that Tish is like saying like, yeah, he just stayed with me for a few days. So like,
Yeah.
but it's not even Tish's kid at all. I feel like Tish is just so motherly.
Yeah, I think she is. I actually take back what I said before, because you got to think like both Billy and Tish have kids from other marriages that are part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't Trace have a different mom? And here
Trace
he is.
and Brandy.
Yeah, Trace and Brandy, and here they both are part of the family. So how come this kid wasn't?
I don't know, because Billy Ray like adopted Brandy and Trace so quick. You know? Like,
Oh, both of them are Tish's.
yeah.
Wait, right? Trace's belongs to Tish.
Yes, all of the kids besides Christopher
My
Cody are Tish's
Got it. And so Miley, Noah, and Brayson are the only three that have the same
from Billy
parents.
Ray. Yes.
Got it.
Well, Trace and Brandy have the same parents.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know why I have such a hard time keeping that straight. I had it in my head that Trace was Billy's from before.
No, I mean Billy
I know
treats
that
Brandy
yeah.
and Trace like they're his.
Okay, so then that makes it a little bit different that they are Tish's.
Yeah,
I don't know. This is just so weird. And
yeah, everyone get your fucking pen out and
yeah, we need
tree.
to make the family tree with us.
We need like a visual aid to help fix this. But yeah, I just thought we could have a little history lesson.
Yeah. So, okay. So he was at Tish's house, but was Miley there? Did she say anything about that? Like, were they all hanging out?
I don't know. I mean, but I feel like Miley and Tish see each other a lot because I think they live pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
And Tish talks about Miley a lot.
And this sounds like something that Miley would be like, I'm coming to hang out.
Yeah. Well, I also found, and I'll put this on the screen, but I found a photo of them too, Christopher, Cody, and Miley when they were like 2 or 3 years old, like sitting down in the sand, like playing with each other. And it's so
Aww, cute. That is cute.
So and then there's also a photo of him visiting her on the Best of Both Worlds tour. Of him like hugging.
He was there.
Periodically in and out, I feel like.
Interesting. No, I have never heard of this secret brother. That's what the title of this episode should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Christopher Cody, Miley Cyrus's brother. That's the first thing to come up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So.
Is he cute? I can't decide.
I don't know, but you can definitely look at him and tell he's Billy Ray's son.
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of like the same facial features.
He kind of looks like Brayson a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
So it is very interesting. It makes me think like, I wonder if Tish was like, hey, we need to incorporate him more. And Billy Ray wasn't about it as much, or what?
Or the other way around, because when you have siblings that are 8 months apart, like no one can be happy about that.
Billy Ray, wrap it. Like, how was he literally with this girl for 2 months, just like a fling, and you get her pregnant? We're just like judging. I mean,
yeah, and then he obviously wasn't around for the pregnancy because then this timeline is just when did him and Tish get married? After Miley was born?
Yeah, I think in December.
Oh yeah, they didn't date for very long.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah, here's an article about it.
Yeah, man.
I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna request to follow him too.
You could be like, what the fuck? Yeah, I found his mom on Instagram too.
We are such creepers.
We're such creepers. It's okay though. Anyway, so that's that. Miley's secret brother, who's not really secret, he's just kind of a fucked up situation. But
I can't believe how much information.
Love him.
I think I just found the same article you were reading.
Yeah.
And that's so crazy.
You know what's also crazy? When I was researching it, I somehow found an article from like People magazine in 1992.
What?
Like it was over Billy Ray Cyrus, and it was from 1992, and it was about like rock, like it was like rock and roll on the road or something like that, and that's what the title of it was called. And it was about like how he's expecting 2 kids. And then I found another one from 2004 talking a little bit about the relationship between Christopher Cody.
You know, something I need to dive more deep into is Billy Ray Cyrus lore.
Yeah.
I think I do. Yeah.
Did you see that photo that he posted for the 4th of July of him and Fire Rose?
Yeah,
He looks
face tuned to
very,
death. Yeah.
he looks he doesn't even look like himself.
No. Not
He's
at all.
also very thin.
Ozempic, perhaps?
Billy Ray.
He would. And Fire Rose is probably encouraging it.
She's probably injecting him when he's sleeping or when he's too stoned to like move.
Ew, he looks
Doesn't he
gross.
look crazy?
I just opened the picture again.
Yeah, like
I actually don't
he
even want to
looks-
look at it.
It's just kind of like, is he okay?
No.
I don't
think
hate
the
Billy
answer is
Ray.
no.
I don't hate Billy Ray. We were all rooting for him, but come on, Fire Rose, like I just feel like ever since they've gotten together, he's looked more and more sick.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I don't, yeah. And you know she's posting all of the stuff for him.
Coming soon, they're releasing a song. He just posted 2 days ago
Of course.
called Plans.
Yeah.
Ew.
Like, you think I don't know. It's just like, do you think she uses him for fucking clout?
She could have picked anyone better,
I don't know.
to be honest.
But looking ahead, can we talk about how Becky's gonna come see me for my
Oh my
birthday?
God. Yeah, in 2 weeks. 2 weekends.
Oh my gosh. That's
I'm
actually insane.
so excited.
What day
For your birthday.
What day do you think you would get here? That morning?
The 21st.
Or
I
you
took
get here
I took that Friday off actually.
the
And I think Rach might do like that or do a half day or something.
Yeah, you could come anytime that evening. I'll work
Yay.
that day, but like I'll be
Okay.
off around 4:30, you know.
Sweet.
Exciting. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we could maybe do an episode if you got
Potentially.
here at a good time. We'll
That's
feel
true.
it out
That's true.
on the 21st.
We all know you'd love to see an in-person episode because they're just
It's true. It's been so long.
truly.
Yeah, let's see how it is. It's just whenever we do see each other, we have such like a busy
I know.
jam-packed
It's
schedule
like,
that it's hard.
yeah,
But
it is.
yeah, I'm excited. Okay.
Yay, me too.
Well,
Thanks
thank
for
you
digging up all
guys.
the research, Molly.
Oh yeah, thank you. And next one, Becky will be driving. Vroom vroom.
Vroom.
Put your seatbelts on.
We really just said that at the same time. I knew we were
Yeah.
best friends. Yeah, but you better put those damn seatbelts on.
Bitches know they can't catch me. Also, my dad listens to this podcast. He confirmed, and he told me I need to stop swearing so much.
Hi, Marty.
He said I need to use some alternative cuss words instead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad gave up after the first episode because of that reason. So not hi to Jeff.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening. And as always, follow us wherever you get podcasts. We're also on YouTube if you prefer that. I feel like we have a little audience over there.
I think we do. Yeah.
I think we do. Very fun. Yeah. Have a great, safe, happy week.
Love ya.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Talk Miley to Me, your favorite Miley Cyrus fan podcast. I'm Molly.
And I'm Becky. We are your Miley obsessed besties. Check in with us every other Wednesday. When you're not listening, catch us on Instagram at Talk Miley to Me Podcast, on Twitter and TikTok at Talk Miley to Me, or you can watch our podcast on YouTube at Talk Miley to Me.
Talk to you soon.